So thank you for tuning in to my first makeup tutorial. I am going to be using primarily for this tutorial, it's going to be an eyeshadow tutorial, the Beauty Bakerie Sugar Cookie Eye Palette. This is my first Beauty Bakerie eyeshadow palette, but I love black owned makeup brands and I love eyeshadow. So no better tutorial for my first one. So right here, I am cleaning up my brow bone. I am just using any kind of concealer and a concealer brush to just kind of clean up what I've already started. My eyes are pseudo prepped with a little primer base I use that kind of nurtures the eyes. I'll find the name of it and put it in the description box. So I'm going here and cleaning up that little itty bitty teeny spot right there. That's going to drive me crazy. Then I kind of go back in and spoolie out my brows. And I use a brow gel. I believe this one's by MAC that I'm using right now. Just to kind of touch up my brows and touch up the sparse areas. I use my favorite P. Louise base on the bottom as always. And then because I have hooded eyes, I almost always use some Tarte Shape Tape on the top. And for me, this is just the perfect combo. For me, because the Tarte Shape Tape is a little bit more matte, it really helps with creasing and not having a lot of creasing at the top part of my lid. I almost always use a sponge. I just find it sets things the best for me. So I kind of use a sponge and merge those two together. Now I'm getting all excited because I'm feeling like a real YouTuber. This is my everyday palette. I use this from Juvia's Place every day. Yoded is my favorite. I almost always use Yoded. And that is what I'm going to set my eyes with. So I start off with Yoded. And then I use that brown color that was right next to Yoded to help put a little bit of dimension in the top part of my eyes. As you see, I'm kind of patting it down. I don't know why, but I just get the best performance if I set my base down a little bit with Yoded. For the Beauty Bakerie palette, I use the same three colors throughout this tutorial. So I use the brown, the orangish red, and the gold color. And I was using the orangish reddish color as like a transition color in the middle part of my kind of crease and a little bit above. So I was packing that in right above my crease, right below it a little bit, and blending it out. Not pictured, I lost the footage. I put some of the brown into just underneath that orangish red color and just kind of blend it out. So now I am taking some MAC mixing medium and kind of placing it down on top of the part of my lid that doesn't really have much color on it, because I'm getting ready to put the creamy eyeshadow on there, and just to help it stick and to stop some of the creasing, especially as you can see, I'm a hoodie girl, got some hooded eyes. So I am taking that gold color and placing it on my lid directly on top of the mixing medium with a MAC concealer brush. And I'm going to do that on both eyes. So I'm just patting it down. And I'll stop sometimes too and just kind of look up and see where it is. This isn't a cut crease, so it's not very clean. But I do try to like just go and reinforce at the top of the arch where I'm putting it at, just so it doesn't look too all over the place. Here I took a little bit of highlighter from Beauty Bakerie. They don't make it anymore. And I just put a little bit on top to accent it and just kind of bring some more pizzazz to the gold. Going back with that brown color, I'm just intensifying my crease, the outer V of my eye. So I'm just going back out. Yes, some of the highlighter is coming off because I didn't put anything else on it. So I'm going to have a little bit of fallout. No big deal. I'll clean it up later. So putting some of that dark color back in the V, outer V. And then I take that second color, that orange, and it looks so good right here on my eye next to that brown. So I just do this to help with kind of like that ombre look and just to incorporate the color back onto my lid. So that's just my thing. And so now I'm taking some of the brown and some of the orange, and I'm just blending them out with the Morphe, either a 507 or 506 brush, one of those. and just kind of blending it all together, try to make it look a little bit smooth. That orange color looked great on the gold. It was giving me a little bit harder time. The brown was giving me a little bit harder time with some pickup. So now I'm taking that brown color after I've lined my eyes and just kind of smoking it out a little bit, smoking out the edge, bringing that brown down. So now I'm coming from the outer V down below, just to kind of give that smoked out, sultry look a little bit. Again, using an ink blot brush here, and we're gonna have a little bit of fallout. Again, no big deal. I'll clean it up afterwards, but I think this really helped bring the look together, just getting that depth in it. And I really love like an outer V, some dimension going. So just kind of blending out, and then I'm taking that brush and blending it up a little bit too, and opening my eye ever so slightly, just so I can get that dimension in my crease too. And that, put on some lashes, gloss, cleaned it up, the fallout. That is the final look. A nice little soft glam with a Beauty Bakerie sugar cookie palette. A little Juvia's Place too. This is my first makeup tutorial. I'm gonna work on it a little bit, get a little better with my camera angles. But, you know, let me know if there's anything else you would like to see or learn. And thank you so much for tuning in. I had so much fun. And hopefully you like this look as much as I enjoyed creating it. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Oh, and turn on the notification bell. Thanks again.